Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our second demo. I'm very pleased to introduce Cornerstone, Holistic Learning for Mid-Market Teams, Cornerstone Learning Fundamentals. Brittni Olson, Solution Consultant for Cornerstone, and Josie Goldberg, VP of Product Management, are here to guide us through their demo today. And with that, I'll pass it over to Brittni and Josie. Take us away.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Jess. Hello, everyone. I'm excited to introduce Cornerstone, a global leader in workforce agility. With over 7,000 customers and 125 million users worldwide, our reach is unparalleled. I'm sure you must have heard Cornerstone before. And with this amount of users, it's especially important because our extensive network gives us a vast amount of data, which we have heard from all of you that AI is on the top of your mind. And with a lot of data, we are able to leverage it to provide you with strong information and predictability. By harnessing this data, we provide insights and tools that drive results, making us the workforce agility platform of choice, allowing you to manage hire to retire. So whether your company's objective is to upskill employee, improving productivity, or adapting to new challenges, Cornerstone is here to help organizations stay ahead of today's fast-paced world. So let's take a look at the next slide. At Cornerstone, we believe that the true strength of any organization lies in its people. And so when employees are empowered, engaged, and equipped with the right skills, they can achieve remarkable things. And this is the core philosophy behind our platform. So by providing personalized learning experience, robust performance management tools, and insightful analytics, we help individuals reach their full potential. When people are at their best, they bring innovation, efficiency, and creativity to their work. This, in turn, drives organizational success. High-performance employees lead to higher productivity, better customer satisfaction, and ultimately increased profitability. So our solution is designed to foster this environment to ensure each of your team members can thrive and contribute to their fullest. Let's take a look at how fundamentals can help you make this happen. So you may know Cornerstone as a really strong, robust enterprise solution, but what marks the difference today is we are launching a new offering called Cornerstone Learning Fundamentals. And this solution is specifically designed to cater to the unique needs for mid-market businesses. We recognize there are challenges and opportunities that specific small organizations face. And so we have leveraged our existing robust platform and configured it to meet with the specific requirements of mid-market customers. And Cornerstone Learning Fundamentals retains the powerful features that you already know as an enterprise product, but we are making it tailored and more accessible and scalable for mid-market companies. So let me pass the ball here to Brittni and show you a little bit about our new offering.
Sure. Thanks, Josie. I'm going to jump into a few different personas for today's short demonstration. We'll start by showing you the learner experience. And for that experience, we'll utilize the persona of Grace. Grace has been an exceptional customer service representative at her organization. She's known for her unwavering dedication, ability to really resolve any issue, and her enthusiasm. Recently, Grace's organization implemented Cornerstone's new learning fundamentals and now has a tool designed for her personalized learning goals to upskill and become a leader, which is really the direction that she wants to take her career and move into a customer service manager, let's say. However, she does know that a new role requires a new set of skills, and Grace is really determined to bridge the gap between her current abilities and those necessary for her career goals, which is now where Grace is eager to get signed into learning fundamentals, and she's taken to what we call the Discover page. So let's take a look at her experience further. what we're looking at right now is a Discover page, like I mentioned. You're going to see some content here with different channels and pathways. Cornerstone is going to load your fundamentals site with over 3,500 expertly sourced pieces of content tied to skills and pre-curated into thoughtful channels and pathways that are going to address the key topics and skills that we feel like every organization really needs to address. So think about topics like change management, as well as new manager skills, for example, which might resonate with Grace, as that is the direction she wants to take her career. So jumping into this pre-curated channel, she's going to see also different pathways available. So she can start to get an idea about those topics and skills that she's going to need to give her the confidence to take that next jump in her career. So taking a look at this Empowering Minds channel, for example, Grace is going to see easily digestible content that she can use to give her the confidence to apply for that new opening internally. She might see a course on coaching, which is a skill that she's going to need if she wants to move into a manager role. So one example of how those curated channels and pathways are going to be made available to someone like Grace on day one of utilizing this solution. Also on the Discover page, she has the ability to follow different subject matter experts or influencers at the organization, which should really resonate with your employees because of the tools that they might be using on a daily basis. So think of tools such as Facebook or TikTok that really all generations utilize. She knows that Deanna is an established manager and wants to see what Deanna is doing on a day-to-day basis. She can actually be notified about new items that she's creating or sharing as well. So what we're able to do by sourcing and curating this content for our customers is, like we mentioned, on day one of using this tool, Grace is able to see the value in learning fundamentals that she was really hungry for. So hypothetically, if you made the decision to implement learning fundamentals today, your employees could be engaging with content before August 1st. And also, please note, you're not limited to what we curate for you. As an organization, you could add to these channels and add in your own pathways. And also, the product can be branded to meet the look and feel of your organization. One more area that we'll take a brief look at for Grace is the All About Me tab. This is broken down into 3 areas. We see the recommended training, the required training, and featured. So taking a look at recommended, this is what Josie was talking about, this AI-driven and personalized content based on Grace's learning goals and the skills she wants to develop is here. As we've been talking about skills, it's definitely a buzzword as you're probably seeing some of these demonstrations. Here's a piece of content tied to a skill that Grace identified that she wanted to learn more about. We're seeing the metadata in real time. She said, I want to learn more about or get better at time management and team leadership. Here's content readily available for her. As she continues to interact with this content, such as maybe even liking, commenting, and sharing this, she's going to be able to actually get fed more and more relevant content based on the different elements that are feeding into the AI. And now taking a look at the required tab, please know that Cornerstone has not forgotten about your mandatory training needs. We can manage your training requirements from simple annual training to more complex regulatory compliance needs. As an employee in California, as an individual contributor, she might see required training that's been assigned out to her and due at the end of the year. As she moves to, let's say, a manager role, that training might be removed, and she may now see manager or supervisory required compliance training. So know that this can be easily done and set up. And what that means is your people can focus on the self-directed component of developing their skills and their careers. And then there's also a feature tab. So this allows administrators to feature different content that you want your employees to know more about. So think if you have any learning initiatives for each month. Let's use this week as an example. Tomorrow's Juneteenth. If there's some information that you want your employees to have quick access to about that holiday, whether it's a course or an article, you could make that readily available for them here. And also you may have noticed the create option in the upper right-hand corner. This actually allows an employee to add in their own content to the system. As Grace is a subject matter expert in customer service or even an influencer with other customer service reps, she might want to share with others at the organization what helped her meet those learning goals, such as an article or a video of her, maybe even portraying a different scenario for coaching purposes. So in summary, Grace's self-driven personalized learning experience allows her to access content quickly that is relevant to her and can help remove some of those learning barriers. So jumping back into the PowerPoint, I'm going to go over one more slide and then show you one more persona here, the administrative persona. So we're going to help reduce some of that administrative burden for you and show you a templatized framework for admins, which is really an all-in-one solution with different embedded guides that's going to lower onboarding time and raise productivity here. So just updating my screen, hopefully that's coming through. What you're looking at right here is a landing page for different administrators. As I mentioned, this is templatized. We have this broken down into 3 easy to access areas for administrators, such as core functions, maybe to manage those automated notifications that are going out. Training. So as an admin, you absolutely still have the ability to build out your library, whether that's uploading materials like a PDF document, uploading a video, actually creating events and sessions, and then uploading your SCORM courses. What can be done from there then is combine all of those items into what we call a curriculum, or other LMSs call those something like a learning plan or learning path. Also, quick access to different areas for reporting. Cornerstone's still going to allow you to easily report on the information you need or learning fundamentals with pre-built, readily available standard reports, a nice dashboard for administrators to see learning progress, for example, and then also our easy to use report designer where you can pick and choose different fields and build out your own custom reports for your specific reporting needs. One area that I want to call out is the ability to utilize our available guides here. So this is super helpful because think if you have a new admin that's starting, or let's say I want to assign out some content that's going to be required to my employees, and I haven't done that in a few weeks or even maybe let's say a few months. I'd like a reminder on how to do that. We have, I believe, over a dozen of those guides that are going to be available here, such as, hey, how do I actually assign training? I forgot those specific steps. And with these different guides, we give you 2 different options. There's even a guide me piece, which is going to walk the admin through those steps, or a show me. Maybe there's a video that this admin would prefer to watch. And we can see even a voiceover that's talking me through that. Or maybe I would prefer a video to play here if I wanted to take my own notes. So we're giving you those readily available tools at your fingertips as an administrator. So pausing here, I'm going to turn things back over to Josie to run through this slide, but appreciate you all sitting through that demonstration of the learner and the admin experience for our Learning Fundamentals tool.
Yeah, thank you so much for all the questions. Look like some of you are excited about it. Hopefully all of you are interested to know more about learning fundamentals, and feel free to ask us more questions. But let me take you through, imagine if you were to make a purchase decision today, what would your next 6 weeks look like? So I want to remind all of you that the Cornerstone Learning Fundamentals is designed for customers to realize their value within 6 weeks. We will be able to start from the day of signature counting to the day of you receiving a portal, which if you start today, you will get it by the 1st of August. And you will have the ability to have a full learning in the box solution for your organization. So week 1 will look like your typical kickoff experience where you would be designing your project team. We would be defining hours. We would be aligning goals, timelines, key milestones. We will be working with you to understand your specific needs and customize the implementation process accordingly. Obviously, with fundamentals, we are leveraging a lot of what we have learned in the past 20 years as a learning company or a talent management company, so that we will be recommending a lot of the best practices to you as well. From a system configuration perspective, that will heavily be focusing on week 2. We'll be configuring our system to match your organization's structure and learning requirement. We'll be bringing users in from your HRIS, creating user roles, permissions, and integrate with your HR systems. Then you can bring in your own content, leverage our content, and really bring all the content into a platform. Like I've said in the chat already, we have 3,300 plus content already included in the platform and pre-curated playlists for you. And so you can learn about our offering. We'll provide you with training materials, and you can have lots of resources to learn about the system platform. During week 4, we'll be tailoring the platform to your company's branding, customize the user interface to enhance the experience so that it feels like an integrated part of your company. And then during week 5, we'll be sending you the portal home to test it out, to train you on the portal so that you know that how to use it, how do you deliver value. We'll be helping you to create welcome emails to welcome the users into the system. And finally, last but not least, week 6 will be the time when you be fully equipped to use the platform, both from an administrator as well as end user perspective. You saw how easy it is when Brittni showed you. We have My Guide built in, inline help to guide you through each of the steps in the various steps of the administrative process. So there's actually very little training time and upskilling time required. But we still want to make sure we help you to go through all of the final go live preparation to make sure you have a detailed launch plan and provide you with support strategy. So by the end of 6 weeks, by 1st of August, you'll be ready to launch Cornerstone Fundamentals. And hopefully you will join us and start this experience and we can go through this journey together. So going to the next slide. In summary, I want to remind you all that Cornerstone Learning Fundamental provides you with really strong learning platform that you can bring in your own content. You can leverage pre-curated content. You have best practice built in. We are here to help you leverage AI to recommend learning to the user. It's easy to leverage, easy to deploy within 6 weeks, and that will help your organization be successful. I think that completes our presentation. So we have some moments for Q&A. I believe I've answered the majority of the Q&A already. I see the last one is, do you do this for onboarding staff to go into the organization as well? Do you mean onboarding staff as in when new joiners come into the company, can you use Cornerstone or Learning Fundamentals to onboard them? And if that's the case, this simple answer is yes. You can pre-curate learning pathways, and we have some pre-curated for you that there would be a 30 days, 60 days, 90 days learning experience with some standard onboarding courses. But if there's something that's specific to your organization that you want to add into those pathways to tailor the user's experience to get to know your company, then that's what you can do as part of the implementation process. Is there any other questions?
Yes, Josie. So another question came in. Can you attach skills to jobs so that learning can be recommended by skills required for a specific job?
Yes, absolutely. So so skills related to job upskilling is more related to the opportunity marketplace, where we would have job hierarchy predefined and skills associated to specific jobs pre-configured and recommend learning based on skill gaps to the user. However, purely with the Learning Fundamentals offering, you will have the opportunity for a user to self-identify what are some of the skills they have, what are some of the skills they would like to improve, and the learning tied to skills will be automatically tagged based on the metadata of the learning material, and those would be recommended to the user.
Thank you, Josie. Another question, does the Learning Fundamentals platform offer all the same Cornerstone LMS admin features? Are there any LMS features unavailable or changing with Learning Fundamentals?
Yeah, that's a fantastic question. So we purposely pre-curated a subset of permissions and security roles for Learning Fundamentals customers so that it is simpler, easier for us to implement. Security role creation and permissions and usually take up about 20% of the implementation time, and that can last a long time depending on the complexity of the organization. So we will help the customer to create a few more security roles if they want an additional level of granularity. But if customers are leveraging, expecting really, really enterprise level granularity, we would recommend additional implementation time, because with Learning Fundamentals, we create this learning in a box turnkey solution to our customers so that it's with fast momentum. And we also disabled multi-org support. So organizational permissions and constraints. You can set up availability for different OUs. It sounds like the person is familiar with Cornerstone platform, but if so availability is supported, but permissions and constraints, we try to keep it a bit more general because the solution is tailored to customers with 5,000 users and below. So hopefully with a slightly more simple requirement in regards to visibility constraints. And in the introduction, I've mentioned performance management. And so Cornerstone platform provides the support of end-to-end talent management process between recruiting, performance, learning, succession, and many, many more talent processes. So you have the opportunity to use Learning Fundamentals as your turnkey solution, a quick start, and further implement performance to the process. And specifically related to fundamentals, if you limit to the use of fundamentals, peers, managers can evaluate your skills, provide feedback, and and then learning can be recommended based on the gap of the skills. That is without further implementing performance. And finally, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no worries. How does the user connect to the materials to get credit for attending? Can it be embedded in our current LMS, or what's the best practice?
So you can define how many credits the user would get for each learning item, and you can get calculation of the total credits that way. You also have the ability to use badges. So there are many different ways for users to track the number of course completion and achievements. So I think it would worth a deeper dive on how you expect to see it, and we can talk about it more.
How many languages are available to teams that may use this tool?
So Cornerstone and Solution, the platform itself, we support around 50 languages. So there are a lot of them. But with Fundamentals offering, because we embed learning tied to it, so we support the learning solution to the majority of European language and definitely US English and Latin American Spanish. With Asian languages, we are working on adding additional content offering with our partners to deliver the best content. So we're not ready for launching the content piece for Asian languages yet. But like I said, if you have your own content bringing in, you can use the platform for up to 50 different languages.
All right. Thank you so much, Josie. So go ahead. So I'm going to throw it back to you, Josie, for any closing thoughts that you have before we wrap up today while I scroll through to see if there are any outstanding questions from our participants.
Thank you, all of you, for these fantastic questions. It shows that this is very interesting to you. So I'm really excited to be here to be sharing this solution. And thank you very much, Brittni, for showing this lovely experience. So look forward to hear from you all soon.